Hello, my name is Hanno van Raalte. I'm product manager for Moldflow in Autodesk. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's new in the 2017 release. We had 3 areas of focus this year. We made some changes in our licensing going forward and in cloud entitlements. We made a really good number of usability improvements to the product and then some new capabilities we brought into the software. I will not go through this in great detail. There's a lot of information available on the online help and what's new material. First of all, licensing changes. Existing customers have always been able to buy perpetual licenses with subscription. If you have a perpetual license on subscription, you can keep paying the subscription going forward and get access to the new and latest version of the software. And the new license you will buy will be annual licenses you buy at a lower cost. In addition to solving your local machine and on something in the local network, you will also be able to run analysis in the cloud. So for Moldflow Insight customers that have one Insight license, they will also get access to one Insight cloud entitlement that gives you the right to run an analysis in the cloud. The only thing you need to do is buy some extra cloud credits to run analysis in the cloud. Usability enhancement and productivity enhancement. We now have the ability to create and export and save custom ribbons. So you can group your own set of tools together and make them available to others. We also allow you to, in case you have a locked set of different studies that you want to compare, these cutting planes will be synchronized across the different windows. We allow you to move and size the different toolbars, run warpage with cause of warpage on for mesh aggregation in 3D. We provide some scripts and templates that you can use to customize and create some really good looking reports. They include not only different images, but tables, graphs. So, and it is actually done through very simple scripts and commands. Every line in this particular window is actually a slide. So if you can standardize your reports, you now have some really good tools to populate a lot of the standard images and content and take it down from something that takes hours to seconds to do. Put a lot of effort into making some really good changes to the meshing. You can now create groups of elements or groups of areas on the model, specify a specific edge length for them, for instance. You can actually add surfaces to the group and add things, taking things away from that group. Build multiple groups of things that are very similar in geometry and specify like specific local mesh densities for those particular areas. We also have the ability to make some changes to the surface mesh. In this particular case, we find over here I selected an area of a boss that looks very bad for injection molding. I took the interior surface of that particular mesh, made a modification to that, and then made a quick selection of the top surface and actually made an extrude of that surface. So rather than having to go back to the CAD system, I can make those modifications directly on the surface mesh. We extended the foaming capabilities to not only support the MuSelter capabilities we used to have in prior releases, but we also now support chemical blowing agents, as well as the ability to use a core back simulation. So once the foamed part is filled, move one of the cores back, create an under pressure in the interior of the part that's basically promotes the foam growth, create a very nicely foamed foam structure, as well as we added the ability to use induction heating with the foaming process. We now allow you to run cooling analysis on two-shot overmolding. So we covered in this particular case 2 different scenarios. One is the rotating platen scenario, and on the right side we have the rotating cube scenario. We made some changes in the way we create TET meshes. We now produce, instead of 6 layers through the thickness, we create 10 layers by default through the thickness, as well as the structure of the mesh has changed a little bit to improve numerical stability. We made a number of changes to the solvers to improve accuracy. We added cooling to the gas-assisted injection molding. Thank you very much for your attention. Have fun with Moldflow 2017.